Give it up, the very funny Rick Younger, everybody!
Thank you. I feel the love, everybody. Thank you so much. Y'all heard Showtime at the Apollo? Y'all said, black guy coming. Right. Glad to not disappoint you with my blackness. Alright, so I'll be pulling out my big black monster cock a little later. Just in case there's a puddle out front, you need to walk over something to keep you dry. Just walk on this, ladies. It doesn't hurt. Oh, man. I like what I'm saying here. As I look out over the crowd, you guys are like a representation of New York to me, because as I look at the crowd, I see cultural diversity. See, New York is so culturally diverse, you always see things that totally shoot holes in all the stereotypes. And I saw something not too long ago that really touched me. I was on the subway platform at 59th Street in Columbus Circle, and I saw 3 Asian tap dancers. Oh yeah, they were getting down. They were doing all kinds of things. They doing tricks. I mean, people were walking by putting down money. I mean, even black folks are walking by going, look at those Asian tap dancers. It inspired me. Inspired me so much, I came back a couple of days later with a couple of my boys, and we started doing martial arts. We doing Tai Bo and Tai Chi, and they're tapping, and now we having this cultural exchange of Asian tap dancers and black martial artists, and people are walking by putting down their money, and then we robbed them. We didn't want those people who had small penises. That's right, one stereotype at a time, people. Rome was not built in a day. Oh man, y'all just don't know. I am just so glad to be here amongst adults. Yes, because I have a 3-year-old at home. Oh yeah, let me tell y'all something, people. A 3-year-old is the closest thing you'll ever find to an animal. But yeah, because they're right at that age where they're just starting to understand the language, but not quite, and it just frustrates them, and it always just manifests itself in a lot of screaming, like, ah! I'm like trying to potty train the kid right now, and I'm just waiting for him to just reach into his pants and just throw something like, ah! That's what I'm thinking, your rules, daddy. Because people talk about terrible twos, they act like terrible twos starts on the 2nd birthday and ends on the 3rd birthday. No. Terrible twos start somewhere in the year that they turn 2, and I think it ends somewhere like around 18 when they move out of the house. I know, because it's like right now I'm just, it's like you were trying to work on, work on communication. So you spend a whole lot of time like, what is your name? My name is Rory, that's right. How old are you? I'm 3 years old. 1, 2, 3, this many, I'm 3. And you go up to him like, what's your name? And he just looks at you. But the other night, I'm about to leave the house, and I'm trying to put him down to sleep, so I'm like laying down in the bed, me and him together, and he keeps kicking me. He like kicked me in the penis, and I just let it slide a couple times. He kicked me one time too, and I said, hey man, could you stop kicking me in my penis? Next thing I know, he's going around going, my penis! My penis! The clearest thing you ever heard. How old are you? My penis! Oh man, yeah. I love being a father. I love it. Yeah. I think I love being a father because my father made it seem like it was fun to be a father. My father is like my goal. He's like my ideal. It's like, unfortunately, he passed about a year ago. Yeah, that's always people's reaction whenever you tell them your father passed. Like, oh, it's always rough right after your father passes because people always say things trying to make you feel better, and they don't mean what they say. They're like, if there's anything I can do, just let me know. And I'm like, I don't think they mean it because nobody's going back to life yet. Y'all like don't know whether to laugh or not. It's okay. It's been a while. I'm used to it now. No, but I think, like as black folks, we tend to associate death with the food that people come to bring to our houses when we're bereaved. Like, you remember when Pop Pop died, the lady brought us the original recipe, crispy egg bread? I think Kentucky Fried Chicken should take advantage of that. They have a whole motto, Kentucky Fried Chicken, we make death better. Have this whole dead daddy pack. It'll be a special pack where they actually deliver the chicken, and the person who delivers the chicken represents the person that you lost. So like for me, they had a guy come over, he'd have been a fun-loving guy, he'd have hung around the whole time, he that because my father was like that. But if you had a bad relationship with your father, maybe it'd be a guy who comes by, drops off the chicken, and says, hey, look, I'm gonna go get some milk, I'll be right back. But it's funny because since my father's passed, I'm able to look back. Because it seems like my father was so full of life, so it seemed like he was living and then he was gone. But it's like, when you have a little bit of time, you can look back and you can kind of see when things started to go bad. And I know the specific point when my father his health started to decline. I remember it because my whole family, we were about to go to church together because my niece was about to get baptized. And just as we were about to go into the church together, my father had an accident in his pants. Yeah, no, kind of traumatic, right? It's all right to laugh about it, though, because he cracked jokes about it from that point forward. Yeah. Matter of fact, that's the last thing he ever said to me. Remember when I cracked my pants? And somehow, with my whole family going to church together, Ricky, the baby boy, became responsible for having to take daddy home with the crappy pants. And I was profoundly aware that this had probably happened before, that we had gone out of the house together, but we had to turn back around. But the last time it happened was because I had the crappy pants, but this time it was happening because he had the crappy pants. But I was like, I gotta come up with something to make him feel better about the situation. So I'm like, I go over to him and say, Daddy, what happened? He said, I thought I had to fart. So I let it loose, it wasn't a fart. I tried to cross my legs, too late. You know, so we're in the car, and I'm still trying to think of something to say, something to make the situation a little better, and, you know, I roll the window down because the car is just totally wrecked. And out of the blue, my father goes, I bet you didn't expect this to happen when you woke up this morning, boy, did you? This is one hell of a ride. Well, if you think it's one hell of a ride, try sitting in the seat I'm sitting in right now. So we get back to the house. I'm like, all right, Daddy, give me your pants. I'll clean those out for you. And you go to the bathroom and finish off what you started in your pants a little early. Y'all probably trying to figure out why I chose to share that with you this evening. Well, you too may one day have a shart. Now you know you can go and lead a productive life even after the shart. Some people are like, Rick, that is a disgusting story. I don't know why you choose to share that story. That is disgusting. I'm like, no, it's not. That was my father. When I was a little baby, he used to clean my crappy pants. But it didn't really hit home with me until 3 years ago when I had my son. And I remember when he was born, I was just so full of love and pride, and I remember just picking him up thinking he was the most beautiful thing in the world. I just picked him up, and I looked him right in his eye, and I said, go ahead, boy, fill those diapers up. I'll pay you back later. It's the circle of life, people. Look, my name is Rick Younger. You've been beautiful. Good night.